Shalom everybody, Christopher Battle here again with another video. It's kind of chilly out today, but it's a beautiful day nonetheless. Today we're going to be talking about the lesson we can learn from just observing the sun, the moon, the stars, and earth. Let's get into it. So all of these things were made on the fourth day of creation by Elohim, as it states in Genesis 1:14 through 19. And their purpose, according to Elohim, is for signs, for seasons, and to tell time. And keeping that in mind, one of these days when I was walking around the pond here, Elohim really opened my eyes to show me that all these celestial bodies serve as an example of how a family unit should actually operate. Let's start off with the sun. As you guys can see, it's shining bright today, and the sun's doing its job, okay? And that job is to shine light and to bring warmth to the earth. Of course, in doing so, it never changes. It shines in the morning to bring about the daytime, and it sets in the evening time to bring about the nighttime, of course. This is meant to represent a role a man plays in the family, which is supposed to be a representation of the role Yeshua plays in regards to the house of Israel. Let's go to John 1:1 through 9 real quick. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. The same was in the beginning with Elohim. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from Elohim, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of the light, of that light, That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world." So we see here that Yeshua, also known as the Word, is also known as light itself, and we are to model ourselves after him as men. It says in Matthew 5:14 through 16, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." You see, Yeshua was an austere man, one about his purpose given him by the Father, and by following the law, he veered not to the right hand or to the left, and had no respect of persons. We all have a purpose, a unique path given to us by the Creator of the universe, and every day we must rise and actually take steps toward that purpose, no matter how big they are. And in doing so, we inspire others to do the same, which leads me to the moon. Now, the moon is supposed to represent the role a woman plays in the family. And as the lesser light to rule the night, the moon actually doesn't emit its own light. The light that it actually projects is the sun's light, and depending on its position in relation to the sun and the earth, that light actually shows up in different phases, as we see here. This actually proves that all that flat earth stuff is a bunch of baloney, so sorry to break it to you all, you flat earthers. Anyways, a woman is supposed to be a reflection of her husband, or the head of the house. This is why it's important for a man to be on point morally, because he sets the standard and the others follow that standard. This leads me to the sun and the moon's relationship in regards to the earth. Now, of course, the earth was created to be inhabited by us. Knowing this, we should definitely be doing what we can to take care of it on a daily basis. The first commandment Elohim gave to man was to be fruitful and multiply, and to replenish the earth and to subdue it. And after breathing in his nostrils the breath of life, he actually placed him in the garden to dress it. And he gave him a woman as a helpmeet to aid him in those efforts, and because it's not good for man to be alone. Understanding this, we could actually say the earth represents the world, and by world I mean the stage in which we all interact. What's very interesting is that both the sun and the moon have gravitational forces that sort of cradle the earth, and they fluctuate based on the position the sun and the moon is at any given time. It's really the man and the woman coming together to fulfill their purpose in shining their light and providing a good example for the world as they take care of their own piece of it. So it's very important that we do our jobs the right way. Of course, things aren't always going to be perfect, and sometimes the earth is going to cover up almost all the light that the sun emits, leaving only a sliver of light for the moon to work with, like on the new moon day. This represents trying times. As long as we understand there's always going to be that light, no matter how small, even if it's the size of a mustard seed, we can move any mountain, we can withstand any trial. Let's check out Psalms 23. This just further proves this understanding. It says, "Yahuwah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me by the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahuwah forever. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Now, what is a shadow? A shadow is darkness caused by the blocking of a light source. What is a valley? A valley is the space between two mountains. Now, you can say that the valley is the earth, the stage in which we all interact, in between the sun and the moon. Isn't that kind of like, you know? Makes you want to say hallelujah, you know, hallelujah. You see, guys, in times like these, we just got to exercise patience and wait it out until the next cycle. Take it as a learning experience and shine even brighter the next time. So moving on, not only does the sun and the moon shine as a good example for the world, they shine as a good example for their children as well, which is what the stars represent. As you can see, the stars are further out than the sun and the moon, which means they can really see what's going on, which means it's very important that the light that we shine isn't coming from an unrighteous place, because inevitably the children are going to see that and replicate it, and I can't stress that enough. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you thought it was a cool lesson learned by simply observing the sun, the moon, the stars, and Earth. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. I really hope that it just simplified things for you. It's just beautiful being out here in nature and just seeing Elohim's creation. It really just brings you, you know, kind of grounds you. It makes things like a lot more simple. So I hope that it did that for you guys. Of course, you know, if you guys liked the video, leave a like on the video. And if you guys want more content, or you guys want to be here for more content, hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that notification bell to be notified for future videos and everything of the like. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day. Shalom. Veer not to the right hand or to the left, and I did that kind of wrong. The right hand and to the left. Of course, by following the law, being the light that it shines shows up in different phases. I don't know why it was so hard to say that. Light that it shows, what the heck, the light, depending on its position in relation to the sun. And dang, that was really good. Let's do it one more time. Position each are in at any given time, the gravitational port as a good example for the world.